farthest depths of antiquity lie hidden truths, secrets cloaked in riddle, skillfully carved above and beneath the sands of time. The clues to uncover these forbidden truths are all around us, if we would only open our minds to see. Though constructed 2 centuries apart, Nashville, Tennessee has 2 reproductions of mythic temples, the Parthenon and Mount Meru. The symbolism does not end with mythic temples and figures. Many places in Tennessee share names with those of antiquity: Memphis, Alexandria, Athens, Carthage, Sparta, Troy, Bethlehem, Lebanon, and others. A statue of Hermes soars above the Hermitage Hotel. The Downtown Presbyterian Church, constructed in 1848 by William Strickland, built in the Egyptian Revival style. The sanctuary resembles the interior of an Egyptian pyramid, and an obelisk stands in front of the grand entrance. Throughout history, there have been innumerable instances of mystical architecture being used as a means to transmit secret and often forbidden knowledge, sometimes passed through secret societies. Books can be easily destroyed. Knowledge encoded within geometric shapes, hidden symbols, and cast in stone has the potential to stand the test of time. There are missing pieces of an ancient puzzle regarding esoteric methods and symbols that have allowed historical secrets to endure, but only for a select few. The statue of Hermes, erected high above the Hermitage Hotel in downtown Nashville, is quite interesting from a historical perspective. In ancient Greek mythology, Hermes was the son of Zeus, known as messenger between worlds and intercessor between mortals and gods. Ley lines are also known as sacred roads of Hermes. Ley lines and vortices have effects on human consciousness, gravity, and can cause space-time dilations and spontaneous shifts in spiritual consciousness. The etymology of the word Hermetic comes from the name Hermes, which means completely sealed. 2 prominent authors on this subject, Hancock and Bavall, make claims that the secrets of these illuminated architects are rooted in the legend of Hermes, the Greek name for the mythological instructor, prophet, and scribe. Hermes was also deified as an Egyptian god with the name Thoth, and known to the Hebrews as Enoch. Enoch is said to have been snatched into heaven by a whirlwind, a star who walked with the gods. The far older Sumerians called him Lord Enki, the god of smithcraft and alchemy. Enki was said to have led the Anunnaki, who are described as 50 gods who came to earth from heaven. Another Hermetic symbol in Nashville is the reproduction of Athena's Parthenon from Athens, Greece. The Parthenon in Nashville was modeled after the Virgin Temple from 438 BC. By using elements of horizontal architecture, the Parthenon contains no perfectly straight horizontal lines, making the structure appear flawless to the human eye. At its apex, the Parthenon is 65 feet high, the peristyle consisting of 46 Doric columns, 17 on each side and 6 on either end. Scholars disagree on the precise purpose of these elements, other than their service to the overall aesthetic functions of the great temple. The interior of the Parthenon is divided into 2 main rooms. The east room, named Naos, is 93 feet long by 63 feet wide, with a 2-story colonnade around 3 sides. The east room of Naos contains the great statue of Athena, standing 41 feet 10 inches, making it the largest indoor sculpture in the Western world. Ancient stargates were represented on Earth through elaborate construction ceremonies and blessed by names of good omens. Colossal transgenic creatures guarded the gates to keep undesirables from entering, often holding a staff in one hand. Winged spirits often accompanied these guardians, holding magic devices in small statuettes. A small statuette of Nike is nestled in the right hand of Athena. 11 serpents are woven throughout Athena's breastplate, bracelets, and belt. Another serpent stands erect at her feet alongside her shield. The statue of Athena Parthenos of the ancient Parthenon was considered to be the greatest achievement of the sculptor Phidias. Sculptor Alan Lequire completed his rendition of Athena in Nashville in 1990. The Bicentennial Mall State Park was opened in 1996 to celebrate Tennessee's bicentennial celebration and was constructed on an ancient burial mound that was destroyed around the time the city was founded. The burial ground was documented by a French trader, Monsieur Charleville, who developed the land in 1714. The burial ground could date to 13,000 BC, well before the Shawnee, Cherokees, and Chickasaws inhabited the area. Native Americans referred to Nashville as the City of the Dead, and many graves were excavated from the downtown area. These burial grounds were built using sacred geometry and often aligned with the sun or moon. It could be argued that these sites were also chosen for a particular reason. Ley line paths run in straight lines and begin or end at a cemetery. Ley lines are also known as paths of the dead or spirit roads. The word Nash also refers to the arrowhead star in Sagittarius, which is part of a seven-star constellation. In Genesis, Jacob took a stone atop a pillar with 7 stars or eyes. These 7 stars could have also been representations of notes or tones, being signified by bells. The tree of life or key of life from Enoch is sometimes associated with sound and could have been referring to frequencies or bells. Meru was said to emit the key of life and may be the gate to heaven. The stones of Shambhala were also called keys. The legend of the stones describes them as vibrating at such a high frequency that it could cause a human to become immortal. Meru is believed to be the model for the Tower of Babel in Sumer. In ancient Hebrew, the word Babel originally meant gate. Whether it was intended or not, the design of the mall has a striking similarity to the ancient drawings of Mount Meru, the cosmic pillar or axis at the center of the world. Meru was said to have been ascended by Buddha and has been known throughout the ages as the model for all trees of life. Meru is believed by Buddhist scholars to be the seat of cosmic powers, the axis that was defined as the connection of the earth to the universe, a virtual super antenna for the inflow and outflow of the spiritual energies of our planet. The stone of Shambhala was believed to be Meru's super antenna that was described as a door or a gate. Buddha's death was said to have caused the collapse of Mount Meru. There is much speculation about the scientific reasons behind the design of Mount Meru and science that would explain such an occurrence. Mount Meru was supposedly located in Shambhala, which is believed to reside deep in the Himalaya mountains of Tibet. However, there is also a legend of the stones of Shambhala called the Chintamani, which means treasure of the world. These stones are thought to be of extraterrestrial origin and hold great power to make humans immortal. There are legends that world leaders such as Charlemagne, Napoleon, Hitler, and Franklin Delano Roosevelt have searched for these sacred stones. There are also ancient legends that state that King Solomon, Genghis Khan, and Akbar the Great were believed to have been in possession of them. Blueprints for Tesla's particle beam accelerators, used in modern-day laser cannons and light weapons, have a striking similarity to depictions of Mount Meru. The weapon is designed to rotate on the circular platform with horn-shaped pulses emanating from the weapon. Charlemagne and Napoleon were said to be searching for the stones because they were the ultimate weapon. At the end of the Bicentennial Mall in Tennessee, which resembles Meru, is the Court of 3 Stars. It is designed in a circular platform with 95 columns. A bell is housed at the top of each column, and one bell resides in the Capitol, representing all 96 counties in the state. The Court of 3 Stars may symbolize the third eye of enlightenment, with an iron rod at the center to echo the tones. Bells are acoustically complex, and their construction results in a very specific frequency and amplitude. There are 4 basic means of activating musical sound without electricity, which are striking, blowing, rubbing, and plucking. The wave of sound forms the tone and vibrates, forming the amplitude of the wave. The more intense sounds result in a higher frequency, or hertz. It is interesting to note that the granite floor and limestone pillars charge the cord of 3 stars with positive and negative polarity, much like an electrical circuit. The Earth's energy includes mechanical, thermal, electrical, magnetic, nuclear, and chemical, each having a source for sound. It is possible that bells vibrating at a certain frequency could have a symbolic or functional meaning to those that have a deep knowledge of sacred architecture and geometry. The greatest thing in life is that there are so many possibilities. We will keep searching for the truth and uncover each mystery, one question at a time. Visit us at www.hiddenarchaeology.com for the latest, and follow us on Twitter at Cult Archaeology.